Hello students, I am Pushprata Miss. Welcome to my channel. I hope you all are safe at home. Stay home and stay safe. Today we will start lesson number 4, the first cities. Okay, in that first of all we should know the meaning of civilization. Civilization is a society, its culture and its way of life during a particular period of time or in a particular part of the world. Okay, but how did this society form? When people started farming, they produced large quantities of grains, much more than what they could consume. This led to the development of exchange. People who were good in other fields such as pottery, weaving, etc., exchanged their product for grains. This led to the relationship between one another, which at last result in the which eventually result in the development of society and civilization, means at last resulted in the development of society and civilization. Okay, next is Indus Valley civilization and also the cities we will discuss now. Long ago, people in the Rann of Kutch talked about an ancient civilization having existed along the Indus River. Not until the early 1920s, when a group of archaeologists under Sir John Marshall were sent to excavate the areas now known as Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. There they discovered the remains of an ancient civilization which existed thousands of years ago. Since the cities were alongside the Indus River, this ancient civilization was given the name of Indus Valley civilization. Means the Indus Valley civilization existed on the banks of the river Indus. Sir John Marshall and his team found various seals and pieces of pottery, the study of which revealed that this ancient civilization thrived 4,500 years ago between 2,500 BCE and 1,500 BCE. Okay. Next is the extent. The extent. As archaeologists excavated further, they found many more cities away from the river, since most of those cities were similar to Harappa, which was the first city to be discovered in planning and architecture. This civilization also came to be known as the Harappan civilization. It spread over an area of 1 crore, means 1 crore 300 lakh square kilometer from the borders of Iran to eastern UP, covering parts of Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, Gujarat and Rajasthan. Some of the sites were located at a considerable distance from the river. Okay, next is other important sites. The two most important sites are Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, which are also known as the twin capital of this civilization. Next, other important sites are Rakhigarhi and Banawali in Haryana, Lothal, Dholavira, Goladoro and Surko Tada in Gujarat, and Kalibangan in Rajasthan, Ropar in Punjab, Alamgirpur in Uttar Pradesh, Kotdiji, Amri, Chanudaro, Satka Jandar, Ganveriwala and many others in Pakistan. Okay, these are the important sites in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Next, architectural features of the Harappan civilization, that is town planning. Many Harappan cities had a similar layout and a very well planned structure. To the west was the citadel, means A fortress that protects or dominates a city, means like a city, which probably was used by the ruling class, and below the citadel was the lower town, which was probably inhabited by the common people. Okay, next, citadel. The citadel was constructed on a mount. It was fortified, which could have been a measure to protect it from floods. Some cities also had buildings that looked like assembly halls and a palace like building, which is assumed to be the residence of the ruler. Stones and baked bricks were used for the constructions. Okay, students, next is granaries. Thus, citadels hosted one granary or more, which were used to store grains. The largest building in the citadel of Mohenjo-daro is its granary, while in Harappa, 6 granaries were discovered. Some granaries had circular platform, which were probably used for threshing grains, that is, to beat the plants or produce to separate out the grains from it. Wheat and barley have been found in the cracks of these threshing platforms, giving evidences that these grains were cultivated in the cities. It is also interesting to notice that these granaries were built near river banks because so that the excess produce could be easily transported in case of requirement. Okay, students, next, the Great Bath. The Great Bath means a huge tank for religious bathing. Of all the structures found in the cities, the most important so far is the Great Bath. Constructed in the citadel in Mohenjo-daro, the Great Bath measured 11.88 meters multiplied by 7.1 meters and is 2.43 meters deep. Okay, it comprises a huge tank to store water and some rooms probably used as changing rooms. Surrounding the tank, there is a hole in one end right at the bottom, which was possibly used to drain the water out. The floor of the tank has 5 layers of brick and mortar, and walls were coated with tar to protect against seepage. The coating was so strong that the tank can hold water till date. Archaeologists believe that the Great Bath was probably used for ritual bathing or during religious ceremonies. Okay, next, the Lower Town. The Lower Town was designed in grid pattern with residential buildings made of baked bricks on both sides of the road. Okay, after the town planning, next, houses. The houses were either single-storied or double-storied, and the number of rooms varied greatly from 2 to 20. Okay, most houses had a courtyard for household work right in the center. Mortar and pestle have been found in the courtyards, indicating that this area was used for grinding spices. Rows of houses intersected one each other at right angles, giving the city a rectangular shape. Means there's houses has 2 to 20 rooms, and also the shape of the house is rectangular shape. Next is wells. All the houses had a separate bathing area. Each town had wells from where people could take water, but many houses had personal wells too. Okay, next is our drainage system. Drainage. The Harappans seem to have been a technologically advanced race considering the expertise they have shown in planning their cities. The drainage system of the Harappan cities was not only advanced for their times but even for now. Each house had specific rooms, probably the bathing area and kitchen, and which had drain pipes in them which would evacuate all the dirty water from the houses directly into the main drain on the street through proper connectivity. Okay, next, the rooms had a gentle slope for easy drainage of water. and the street drains were covered with slabs of stones and were watertight to prevent any amount of water to seep out. The wooden scraps in the drain ensured that solid waste was not washed away with water. In fact, it was cleaned from time to time by removing the slabs covering the drains. Remains of drains have been found on all sides, suggesting that the Harappans were hygienic people. They were so particularly about cleanliness that each house had bricked chambers for them. Next is streets. Harappan cities did not have narrow lanes but broad roads which were around 10 meters in width, paved with bricks. These roads cut one another at 90 degrees, giving the cities a grid-like pattern. The roads were rounded at turns for the smooth flow of traffic. Okay, students, today we discussed about what is the meaning of civilization and citadel town planning. Okay, thank you.